What's up, YouTube? It's Baker for Blue Line Morphs. I think it's time we get to know our snakes. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hanging out in my Core Glow Black Pastel Trick Mojave. He's starting to get a little freckles, but he's still maintaining that purple color, right? How cool is this snake? This guy is awesome. I can't wait for him to get bigger. As always, guys, I appreciate all the love, the support. If you don't follow me on Instagram yet, blue_line_morphs. If you haven't done already so, please subscribe, like, comment, share, etc. I'm loving the feedback. We're cranking. We're going to keep this thing going. So today's video, I just want to talk about knowing your snakes, right? Getting to know your snakes. First and foremost, what type of snake are you dealing with? Okay, obviously ball pythons, that's what this channel is predominantly about. They're more calm, they're more relaxed. They're your royal pythons, right? Because African royalty, you see use them as jewelry. They can hang out. You can pretty much trust them, right? I've been bit by a ball python, actually only once. Some people get bit by ball pythons mainly when they're little. But for the most part, look at him. He's just hanging out. He don't mean no harm. That being said, if you got a reticulated python, maybe you're going to have a little bit more of a nasty snake, right? If you got a boa, a little bit different the way they react. So know your snake, right? Obviously, you have venomous snakes. Let's just keep the things in the tank. Let's be real, okay? But know your snake. Know the type of snake. Know that each snake, although they all do have different personalities depending on the individual, know that by species, they act a certain way. They exhibit certain characteristics. So the first part about knowing your snake is knowing what type of snake you have and what to expect from that snake. So let's jump into mainly our ball pythons. Know how they feed, okay? Now, I've done videos on live versus frozen, why I don't want to feed live anymore. I've done videos on why they're picky eaters. But more importantly, you'll want to know the individual and how they eat. What I mean is this. Does your snake prefer live over frozen thawed? Does your snake prefer black over white rats or mice? Does your snake prefer African soft fur rats? Stumbling over my words here. That's what you got to know. Know when they like to eat. Some of these snakes, like this guy will eat anytime. Anytime, anywhere, you name it, he's going to hammer. Dead, live, fresh kill, doesn't matter. He's in. Other snakes, not so much. Some of my snakes, I got to open the tub, I drop it in, I close it, 20 minutes later, they're going to take it. Some snakes, as soon as I drop it in, it's a rat. It's gonna snag it right away. Some snakes still need a little help. I got to pick the rat up with the tongs. I got to, dangle in front of it and let it rip. Some snakes will take the frozen thawed. Some won't. Know your snake's feeding habits, okay? That's very important, especially if you're breeding. You want to know how to get the most amount of food into your snake. Now, I'm not saying power feed. I'm not saying I'm an advocate of it or I'm against it. I'll get into that in another video. But you want to get as much food as you can into these guys for health reasons. And let's be honest, we're growing them to breed them, right? So know your snake's feeding patterns. Know the individual feeding patterns. Know what they like. Know what they don't like. And pay attention to the snake in general when it comes to feeding, all right? So you got to know their behavior. Each snake, now I know they're snakes, all right? Everyone's like, oh, they're snakes, Bake. They're snakes, they're not dogs, they're not cats. And I agree. I totally agree. They are not the same thing. However, I'll tell you right now, and you can agree with any individual one of my, anybody that breeds these ball pythons also, they all have different personalities, right? This guy right here, he's a little more, he explores a little more. Big Mama, my white diamond you guys have met, we'll just hang out. My banana, Enchi, pastel, whatever the hell she is, she's a little nasty. She's a little more feisty. Obviously, my retic is hit or miss. One day she likes me, next day she doesn't. The bow just kinds of hang out. So know the individual. Now, I understand that some of you guys may, like Billy from Mutation Creation, he's got 2,000 snakes. You're not going to know each one of these snakes, and I totally get that. But for us small-time breeders, I think it's important to get to know your snakes, okay? Know their personalities. They're not dogs, they're not cats, they're not people, but they all do have a little bit different of a personality. If you're breeding ball pythons, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Know the genetics of your snake, all right? Don't be one of those guys that buys a snake like me with my banana, Enchi, pastel, butter, fire, whatever she is. I got her as a deal, but I don't know what she is. Know what's inside of the snake. Know what it's capable of. And what I mean is this. Know the parents. Know the pairing. I bought this snake. I know the pairing of this snake. So then I know that maybe it exhibits these 4 genes that I mentioned, but maybe it's a 5th gene in there that I don't see. So if you do have offspring from this baby, you have offspring from this male, then all of a sudden it exhibits this genetic morph. You know, oh shit, that's right. The male had that. Its father had that in it. Maybe it wasn't, obvious, visually to the snake, but Now that I had babies with it, now I realize, oh shit, he does carry that trait. No, it's siblings, right? I purchased a couple of snakes, and I got to take a look at their offspring. Their offspring, their siblings. I think it's important to see their siblings because you kind of know what you're getting, right? You know if this guy's saying this snake is XYZ, but you're not sure. If you see the sibling and it looks just like it, then chances are this guy's not bullshitting you, right? Chances are this snake is exhibiting the traits and the morphs that he's exactly saying. Know the possibilities of your snake, okay? What I mean is this. If you're breeding this guy, let's say with that crazy female that I had, put it into the morph market calculator, see what's up, see what's going on, know what they can make. Know what they're going to generate when you mix all these genes and these morphs together. Know your snakes. One of the most important things is know the health of your snake. Now, again, if you have these big time breeders, I understand that maybe... Oh, it doesn't like that. I understand. Look how cool he is, man. He is so chill. I can't wait for him to get big. He's going to be like my mascot just because he's maintaining that purple color. Anyway, getting sidetracked. The health of your snake. If you pay attention to your snakes... Now, I know some of you guys got 30, 40, 50, 100 snakes, 2,000 snakes. I totally get that. Are you going to be able to pay attention to each and every one of your snakes as detailed as I can? Absolutely not. I totally get that. Obviously, this video is not pertaining to you because you're not going to listen to me anyway. But if you're a small-time breeder like I am, look at the health of your snakes. Look at the size of your snake. Monitor the weight of your snake, right? Look at them. Look at their bellies. Look at their faces. Look at their eyes. See how they're doing. Listen to the way they breathe, right? Monitor for respiratory infections. Look for mites. Check your snakes out. The more you have them out, the more you handle them, the more you're around your snakes, the more you're going to be able to detect if something's up with your snake, if something's wrong with your snake. And ultimately, if you can detect that early, if it's a sickness or an injured snake or a health issue that could potentially spread to the rest of your collection, if you monitor your snakes and you know your snakes, you can nip that in the ass before it gets bad. So let's be honest. If we're breeders and we're breeding ball pythons, we're salesmen, okay? At the end of the day, we are selling a product. Yes, we may love our product. This is our product. We may enjoy our product. Our product may be a living creature. However, we are selling a product. So you have to know your product. Don't be a schmuck, right? Don't walk into these expos or try to sell these snakes online or Craigslist and not know what you're talking about. Don't treat these animals like they're just some piece of property you're going to sell to make money. Know your snakes. At the end of the day, too, if you're more personable, that's why I enjoy making this YouTube channel, right? I just talk. I talk straight. Right? There's no rehearsing. There's no, do I know what I'm doing? Kind of. But there's no rehearsing. I'm just talking like it is. Be genuine, okay? Be a salesman, be genuine, and know your snakes. People are much more likely to purchase a snake from somebody they kind of trust, that you can bullshit, you can talk to. I guarantee you when I have my first expo, if you guys come up to me, I'm probably not going to sell a single snake. I'll be talking to everybody. I'll probably talk to one guy for 45 minutes, an hour. Next guy for another hour. Next thing I know, I have nobody at my table. It is what it is. But that's what I enjoy doing. I think it's more important to be personable as a breeder than to just push your snakes onto people. Most importantly, I think we really need to write down and keep track of all our snakes. This is what I mean. Every time I deal with my snakes, I weigh my snakes. I keep track of my snakes. I write down, okay, today he weighed 480 grams. Last time I ate was Sunday. He ate, a small rat. And I monitor every time. I write the date. I write the time I weighed him. When's the last time he ate? What he ate, what he weighs. I'm keeping track of that. I keep track of my snake's sheds, okay? I know when they shed last. I expect them to shed at certain times, okay? And I write all that down in my handy notebook over there. I know exactly what my snakes weighed. I know exactly when they ate, okay? Keep track of their eating patterns. When did my snake eat? Okay, I've purchased snakes from people like, when did he eat last? Oh, I'm not sure. I think it was like last week. No, bullshit. I know exactly what my snake ate. I can tell you when it ate, what time it ate, what the date was, okay? I can tell you what size rat it was, etc., etc. I keep track of all my snakes. I can tell you when they shed. I can tell you what they weighed. So I think that's super important. Now, let's say you get into breeding. Let's say, now I know last video I talked about how I don't say you should buy breedable adults because you don't know where they're coming from. But let's say you want to purchase or you want to sell a breedable adult. You kind of want to give these people, it's kind of like when you buy a car, right? I changed the spark plugs, I got the oil change, I did this, and this. Same thing with your snakes. If I hand them a card where it's like, hey, here's your snake, bro, good luck. No, bullshit. If I hand them a card and say, listen, for the last year, these are the dates he ate, this is when he shed, this is when he locked, etc., etc. Now, getting into that, if you're breeding, you want to keep track of when they locked. Don't just be like, yeah, my male locked my female a couple of times. No, bullshit. Know when they locked. Listen, it was raining out, I put him with this. They locked in this date, they locked in this date, locked in this date. I kept them in the tub for 3 days. I kept them in the tub for 2 days. Be responsible with it, guys. I think that's what it comes down to. You got to be responsible with your snakes. Monitor their eating patterns, monitor their health, and then write down and record when they eat, when they shed, when they lock, what they ate, when they ate, etc. I think that's going to really benefit you guys in the future. And at the end of the day, get to know your snakes, right? Enjoy your snakes. Have your snakes out. Play. I don't want to say play with them. Don't play with your snake. No, but have your snakes out. Okay? Enjoy your time with them. Listen, that's all you need to do, right? Yeah, you're watching TV, you're hanging out, you have the snakes out, give them a little enrichment. I'm gonna do a video tomorrow about handling your snake, but that's all for today's video, guys. Get to know your snakes. Monitor their health. Keep track of everything. Know your snakes. Know its genetics. Know its pairings. Know where they're coming from. And we'll be good to go. As breeders, we owe that to our snakes. We owe that to our customers. And we owe it to the hobby in general. So until next time, guys, be safe. Always remember, watch the six.